Hello, let's gonna practice selection if else. Okay, so in this lab, we're gonna solve uh, some logic. Okay, remember, you can have your own logic, the way that you solve that. Remember, the way that you think is unique. So this is not the correct solution. It is one of the solution, but every solution is going to be correct as long as you get the same output, right? Some of them could be more efficient or not, but it's okay, right? So let's going to start here. In the program that I select here, you're going to see that you have two kinds of customer. So immediately thinks about customer, regular customer and premium customer. So what happened here? Depending of the type of customer, okay, see that you have to treat the customer in different way. If this is regular, the price for this book is going to be $12.95 and you're going to receive free books. 0 free books if the customer purchases less than 8 books. However, if the customer purchases between 8 and 12 books, you're going to receive 1 free book. The customer is going to receive 1 free book. If the customer purchases more than 12 books, he or she is going to receive 2 free books. But premium customers have different behavior. So what is the behavior here for premium? Okay, free books are going to be C. The interval is less. Less than 6 books, 0 free books. Between 6 and 9, see that? It's different the interval, right? So you immediately notice that this is one block. So inside, so here the first validation is the customer is regular. Okay, if customer is regular, what happened? The price for each book is gonna be that $12.95. Then if the books right are less than 8, 0 free books. Between 8 and 12, 1 free book. More than 12 books, 2 free books. But these free books, this interval, are inside this big block, regular customer. So let's gonna do that in Netville, so you're gonna have more idea that we're talking about. So in order to solve this problem, what do you need? The program is gonna prompt customer name, number of book purchase, and the member type. Remember, regular, premium. So you're gonna ask for the number of books because you need the number of book purchase to detect how many free books it's gonna have depending of the membership type. 1 for regular and 2 for premium. It means that the user is gonna enter number 1 or 2, right? Okay, so let's gonna do something really simple here. Let's gonna need a scanner. Remember, if you don't understand what they're coding, is because you are not watching my previous videos. So I assume that everyone knows how to create this scanner, right? Correct. When in this scanner, remember to receive the data, right? So somehow in your program, you need to ask for the customer name. So how can you ask for that? Just system it out, enter name, correct? It's gonna use print to display the message in the same line. Remember, when you use print line, it's gonna print and put the cursor in the next line. Now we wanna display the message, enter name, and leave the cursor just to allow the user to enter the data. And then here, what happened? You need to receive the customer name, correct? In which kind of variable? You're going to receive name. So you need to receive the name in a string variable, right? You can call the string variable whatever you want, right? For example, customer name, right? Something like this. Then what else? You will need number of book and member type. So it's a good idea always initialize your variable, remember, at the beginning. declare your variables are initialized. That's a really good practice. So you're gonna need, what else? Number of book, because the user can enter 10 books, 12 books, so you need a variable to receive that. What kind of variable is gonna be good to receive number of book? The number of book are gonna be whole numbers, right? So we can just integer, right? Correct? Number of books, right? Of books purchased, right? The variable that you want, correct? Depending of your organization, your school, you're gonna need to follow a coding standard. I not follow just any specific coding standard. It's depending of your organization, right? Depending on your university, your school, whatever. So I created an integer variable for number of book, and then what else? Membership type. Okay, membership type is gonna be 1 or 2, so it's gonna be an integer variable as well. It's gonna be member type, right? Member type, and initialize to 0. Okay, so what do you need here? You need to use enter name, the customer name equal, right? How can you receive the data with the scanner, right? Input that next. Okay, you can use next or next line depending of the kind of data. I'm gonna assume the user is gonna enter just the name, not first name and last name, just the name. So input next is gonna work, right? Then what is next? We're gonna ask for example, member type, right? Enter member type, for example, right? Now the user is gonna enter member type, receive the data with the scanner. Remember, you have to practice how to enter the data with the scanner. If you don't know, if you don't understand this video, you will have to watch my previous videos. Okay, how to work with the scanner. Okay, so next int, because the variable member type is int data type, so you need to select next int. Okay, then the other data that we need is enter the books purchase, right? Enter books, correct? Okay, and the same thing, we're gonna receive the data here, correct, with the scanner. Next what? Okay, complete that. So after receiving the data, what happened? You need to start selections, right? So what we're gonna do here? Okay, remember, depending of the member type, okay, you have to do this calculation, right? Okay, it's gonna create the first block for regular customer. If, correct? What happened? If member type is regular, okay, so which variable is holding the member type? Remember, you receive the member type in the variable member type. So if member type is equal what? Regular, it's gonna be correct? No, right? Because in the variable member type you receive integer 1 or 2. See the specification here. The user enter 1 or 2. So how can I going to validate if member type is regular? If the user enter, for example, here the number 1. If the user enter number 2, it means that it's going to be primo. So now, if the user enter number 1, it's going to be regular. So the validation have to be here is member type is equal 1. Because remember, the user is going to enter here. Enter name, the user enter the name, for example, Omar. Enter member type, for example, 1. So you can specify here enter 1 for regular, enter 2 for premium, right? Something like that. Correct? So the user is gonna know that they have to enter 1 or 2. Okay, if member type is 1, it means that this is regular, right? So validating, or you can set here, this is a regular customer, right? So what happens if member type is equal 1? It means that this is regular customer. The price for book is gonna be $12.95. So you need a variable. It's gonna declare a new variable. Double. Why double? Because the book is a double. Double. The price for the book is double. Sorry. Okay. Double price. Okay. You can call the variable as you want. Correct. Something meaningful. Price. So here, if member type is equal 1, what is gonna be the price for the book? Let me see. If this is regular, the price for each book is gonna be $12.95. Perfect. Correct? What else? What else is inside a regular customer? Free books. Oh, okay. Here, for example, detecting free books. How we're gonna detect how many free books this customer is gonna have? Depending of book purchase, right? So inside this if, so if member type is equal 1, assign this value to the variable price, and then what happened? You need to create another if to what? To validate what? The book purchase. Which variable have the data for book purchase here? Enter book purchase, the user enter here the number of book purchase, right? So here is gonna, you will have to create another validation here. If book purchase is greater than, less than a book, sorry, less than a books, correct? What happened? Free books. Oh, I need a new variable. Free books. Integer, right? Integer. Free books. Correct. So free books is gonna be equal what? 0, right? 0 free books less than 8 books. 1 free book between 8 and 12. Okay, let's gonna do the other part. And if, so book purchase greater or equal 8, right? And book purchase less than equal 12. So what happened in this case? I recommend you open curly braces always, because you don't know if you're going to have more statement associated with the else if or the if. Okay, so what happened here? How is going to be the free book here in this interval? Let me see. Free books between 8 and 12, 1 free book. Okay, 1 free book. See the structure for the if. If this is regular, the price is that. And then, since this is regular, you are evaluating the book purchase. Less than 8, 0 free book. Between 8 and 12, 1 free book. And the other case is going to be, you can use else, or let's going to use else if to specify the interval. What else? More than 12, perfect. So book purchase more than 12. What happened in this case? How many free books the customer is gonna have? Let me see. More than 12 books, 2 free books. Awesome. 2 free books. So now you have the complete structure for regular customer. Let me add a comment here. Validation for regular customer. See that? Now you can create the other validation for what? Premium customer. Correct? So it's gonna be the same thing that is here. When you complete that, you are gonna be able to compute totals, right? What do you have to do here? The program output then the following. Customer name, we already have that, right? We have the customer name in the variable customer name. Perfect. What else? Type of customer. Member type, we have 1 or 2. Total number of book received. How can you gonna get the total number of book received? Let me do that here. Okay, as you see, I computed the total number of book received outside that. So this is the else if to validate what? Premium, right? Premium customer. So, and validation for premium customer, right? So this is the if for regular. This is the if for premium. That is going to be the same structure that you have here. The only thing that you have to change is the numbers, right? This number are constant as well, and create constant for this number. So after that, you can create a calculation. How is going to be the total books? Total book received, you have to create a variable, right? Okay. How is going to be the formula for total books? Okay, easy. Remember, the total book received is going to be the purchase book that you have in this variable, the number of books that the customer purchases, plus what? Plus what? The number of free books, right? So, oh, but I don't know how many free books. You know that because the customer was regular and the interval was between 8 and 12 or less than 12 or greater than 12, you already calculate that because you have that the correct data in free books. So you don't care about the data. You know that the variable free book is going to pick 0, 1, or 2 for regular and for premium because you're going to have the same structure here. So plus, so you have the total book received. The rest, price of book before tax, just simple calculation, sales tax, and total amount due. Easy, right? So you have that, price of book before sales tax. Okay, total book received. Okay, let's gonna do it. Price book before tax. You have to create a variable. So price before tax, for example. It's gonna be how? Okay, total book received? No, right? That books purchased, right? Because you don't want to charge for the free books, right? So total book received is book purchase plus free books. Now you're gonna calculate the total price before tax. Is the book purchase times what? The number of book, right? So in which variable you're gonna hold the number of book? Enter number of book purchase, right? So you have here times what is the price for each book. Oh, I don't know. Irregular customer, what a headache. No, don't worry. Let's go and see here. The price you have in the variable price. If this is a premium, how is going to be the price? The price is going to be $11.49, right? So it doesn't matter if the user is regular or customer. in which variable you're going to have the data, the variable price. See that? So your formula is going to have here times price. That's it. How beautiful selection. See that? Okay, you can continue computing that.